Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, here we are in the vegetable garden today, going to do a little bit of seed sowing, and it's the middle of July and crops are doing fairly well despite the fact we've had some very hot weather and it's dry. We're doing a little bit of hand watering to keep crops ticking over, but we've got a hose pipe ban at the moment, so they can't get too much. But what we had in this bed here, we had a row of peas, sugar snap peas. They've now gone over, they've finished, we had a good crop off them. So I want to put something in this gap. I like to keep most of the garden full of veg for as much of the year as I can, that continuous sowing. So what we're going to do today is to sow some Mangetout, and today's video is brought to you with the support of King Seeds and Cobra Garden. So what I've done is I've removed all of the old peas. They've been chopped up and I've put them on the compost heap, all the old stalks, and I have just lightly forked the soil, and you can see that it is pretty dry. Not probably the best conditions for sowing seeds. So I'm going to show you a little tip just to get some moisture in and aid that germination. There is a little bit of moisture there, but not a lot when I squeeze it. So what I've done, I've just raked it with the fork to knock the lumps out. We don't have to be too fine for this, so it's just to break it down a little bit like that. And then what I'm going to do is use my planting board, just there. So I'm going to put the row pretty much between the onions, which are just starting to ripen, and the leeks, which grow a little bit more. So we're going to do it there. And the way I do it is to take out a shallow drill. So I'm going to use a spade, and you can either draw it out, or I prefer to sort of just take it out like that. So I'm taking it out roughly 5 centimetres deep, and the width of this small spade. So just take it along and away we go. So that's going to go the full width of the bed, and just tip the soil to the side like that. So there we go, we've got what we call a flat bottom drill. It's about 15 centimetres, 6 inches wide and a couple of inches deep. So, 5 centimetres, which is absolutely perfect for peas. Little tip is, because we're doing them in this broad drill here, just put a little cane or marker in at either end to mark it. That's so we know that if we're doing any weeding before they come through, we know that's where they are. And then what I'm going to do is to get some moisture in there, because we want the seeds to sit on a bed of moisture. So I'm just going to turn my rows over for this to give it a bit more direction, and I can then water along there, giving it a really good soak, and we can see that that water will soon soak down. So what that will mean is that when the peas germinate, they'll just go down towards that moisture below, where it's a little bit cooler as well. So a good soaking like that. I'm just going to let that go down. You can see the ground's quite dry because it's taken a while to go down, but within a minute or so, that will then soak down into that soil below. So I've got my seeds here. So Mangetout is the one we eat, where it's just the flat pod. So it's a good sized pea like that. And the way I like to sow them is, now the water's drained down, is to space them out. You could just scatter them along there if you want, but staying within the confines of the canes there. Some people do them in a 5 or 6, doesn't matter. But basically we just want to space them out along the row, 1 inch or 2 apart, like that as we go along. So it's quite therapeutic. You can do nice little patterns if you want to, but I haven't got time to do that today. So we're just going to space them out along the base of this lovely damp soil. Now we've sown them along the row and we've got some seeds there. If we keep them cool, they'll be fine for next year. It's just a case of then pulling that soil. So you could use a rake, but I'm just going to use my hand, and I'm just going to pull the soil back over so that I'm giving them a covering of soil that is roughly a couple of inches, 4 or 5 centimetres deep, and just give them a little tap down as we go. There we go, all covered over. So I'll just take the planting board out. If you've got any footprints, you can just give them a rake out like that. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is give it another drink now, because again, we've got the moisture below the seeds, but if we give it a drink on the top, then that will make sure that it soaks right the way down. So our pea seed will be covered in lovely moist soil, surrounded by it, which will really help germination. So that will soak down there, and they should be through in a week, 10 days, something like that. So that will give them a really good start. And then the final thing, and you don't have to do this now, but these will grow to sort of about 50 centimetres high, something like that. So they will need a little bit of support. And I use old prunings that I use as pea sticks. And that's why I like to put the 2 canes as markers in, because I can then push these just on the outside of those markers like that. And I can push in a few of these canes into the ground, so that will give the support to those young peas when they start to come through. But also I find what it does, it helps to keep the pigeons off, because they love these new shoots. And what I will do, when I put one row leaning one way, I'll put another row in leaning the other way to give a crisscross effect, and that gives really good support to the peas. So we're putting them in now, middle of July, August, September. By mid-September, I'm hoping we'll be picking lovely, tasty, sweet mange too. Well, thank you for watching Pots and Trowels, and remember, all the videos that we've done and our weekly podcast can be found on our website, which is potsandtrowels.com. We'll see you again next week when we're doing more jobs in the garden. Bye.